Yes, sir, indeed. We are good. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the RGT podcast. We are back at it as per usual. I'm here with my homie Blaze 4K. You know, it's crazy. I was just telling Blaze about this earlier. Like, there's not a whole lot of crazy stuff happening this week, right? But we did get some good announcements, to say the least. And, you know, with that being said, I definitely want to talk about them. But what's up, y'all? I want to say shout to everybody in the chat. We're going to go ahead and do this. It's probably going to be a short one. Me and Blaze, pretty much, we good at this. We rapid fire with this type of stuff. We straightforward. We're straight shooters when it comes to how we feel on a lot of these topics. So let's go ahead and get this out the way. To everybody who might watch this later, yeah, hit that like button. To everybody that's already here, y'all already know, hit that like button, share it out. Let's get into these intros. I'm here with Blaze 4K, the homie. What's up, bro?
Yo, bro, what up? Happy Friday, man.
Absolutely. And, of course, I'm Big Clout. You already know the deal. Let's shout out the chat real quick. What's up, Coon? What up, King? What up, Capono? What up, who you pretend to be? He said, where you been, Bit? I've been back for a while. What are you talking about? I uploaded yesterday, day before, etc. I've been back. What's up, John? What up, Nathan? Overdone, what's up? Hey, Overdone, I'm on your ass, boy. Let me get you back. My brother John just jumped into the chat. What up? And Talis, what up? What up, my dude? My 46th birthday is tomorrow. Hey, happy birthday to you, man. 46 years old, man. I turned 29 on the 30th, so you already know how it is, bro. Time goes by. Where does it go?
My birthday's Monday. That's crazy. Everybody's birthday's so cool.
Your birthday's on this Monday?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, shit, see? Everybody's aging like this. Everybody's birthdays is up. That's crazy. Okay. What's up? Oh, they want the podcast. Oh, yeah. The podcast, I meant to do it, and it was like not much to talk about. Now it's like, you know what? It's all me.
Blame it on him.
It's all me.
It's all me.
It's actually all me.
Nah, hold on. Well, Ryan did me a favor last week. The other week I wasn't feeling good.
Well, yeah.
So he gave me like a week off, basically.
I wanted him to recuperate. I was like, nah, I'm not about to. He's like, Ryan, I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to go. I'm like, dog, no. For those of you that don't know, the homie Blaze here, he had a issue with his heart, and they had to basically they had to shock you back. Basically, they had to treat it to get you back up. It's a long story, but they had to reset his heart. But he went through a lot of stuff. But real talk, when I tell you I love this dude, it's my brother. I'm just glad he's here. Glad we still got him. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead y'all already hit that like button, man. Y'all put the PlayStation symbol in the chat for, of course, Blaze 4K. There's only one Blaze 4K. You already know.
Put the PlayStation symbol in the chat.
No, I got this emote. For the channel members.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You forgot about that for channel members. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Let's start with the first thing we didn't even talk about, which was Gamescom, right? Gamescom came and gone, and pretty much there was nothing worthwhile at this show to really jump out. Gunk was okay, right? But not a whole bunch of stuff. We already saw Gunk. There wasn't a lot of crazy stuff at that show, and a lot of that stuff that was shown could have been announcements on Twitter in terms of the tweets. So I was like, what's going on here? If I'm not mistaken, we didn't get Halo Infinite's campaign either at the show, and they didn't even bother to go into that type of stuff. But we got more details on it the following day. The following day, they announced that the multiplayer doesn't have an actual experience system. You have to pretty much go through the challenges to level up in that game, which is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would stop playing Rogue Company if that was the case. You know what I mean? On dead serious. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not about to do no damn daily challenges to level up. This is not how I am. I play the game, I level up, I keep it going. I don't know why.
The daily challenges should be a help. Like, they should
booster,
help you
right.
get more. Yeah, that's it.
That's really it.
But it shouldn't be the main. Like, I don't understand. See, Xbox, like 343. Like, why can't listen? I'm not saying like you can't try new shit and try to do something else that's different and unique. But that's just stupid. This is tried and true. The more you play, the more you get wins or whatever the case may be. Like there's already a formula out there that works and people are comfortable with. Why are you gonna go fucking? I don't understand it. Yeah, I mean, but
never understood that. Aside from that, I think Saints Row was also mentioned here, and that's where it got a lot of criticism because of the female character. A lot of people saying the Saints woke. They didn't like the fact they changed the color from purple to violet or something like that. I saw the trailer personally. I didn't get offended. I didn't think what was the point of all this stuff or all this outrage. It looked fine to me. I think it'll be fine. It's Saints Row. It looks like Saints Row. A lot of people are judging this before even seeing gameplay. We didn't see no gameplay for this yet. So
there is a little bit like, look, listen, I don't know if you've played Saints Row, the remaster that they did like a year back.
The last one I played was Get Out of Hell.
Yeah, no, but they had a remaster for like,
okay,
like a new one, like shiny new graphic. I think it was. Which one? Somebody in the chat will say, but they did that remaster had everything, had HDR, had beautiful dynamic lighting. This shit looked beautiful, bro. So I'm not worried about it. They're gonna do people are worried about a logo being purple and it used to be purple, now it's blue. Like, stop crying about dumb shit, man.
It's really a non-issue. It's not a crazy like deal breaker. But the way people really hyped it up is like, it's not that big of a deal. I think it's fine. I think we're good, but I guess I get it because you can't really please everyone, so to speak. But I don't know what to say, man. I really don't. Dude's like, I don't want to see a female character. Okay. Sony's doing it. The industry's going that way.
You can make your own
character in this game. So I don't understand it at all. So there was that. And shit. That's pretty much Gamescom. There was nothing at Gamescom. I can't think of it. Was there anything else that I missed in Gamescom? I don't even think there was anything. That's how forgettable the show was.
Yeah, it was.
And it was hyped up by, I guess, Microsoft. I will give Microsoft this. They brought back Kate Yeager. That was cool to see her back finally with Xbox. Paris was there hosting the show. And
who?
Remember Paris Vicious on Twitter? Bald guy. I be doing the meme, that guy.
Never heard of the guy.
Oh, man. Well, he was hosting the show, so there you go. He leveled up to that point. Anyway, that was Gamescom, people. That was Gamescom. As you guys could hear by our enthusiasm, nothing. Let's get into what...
It is what it is.
Yeah, it was. Let's get into something that actually did excite the hell out of me, and I'm pretty sure excite the hell out of Blaze here. I am a huge Dead Space fan. You guys already know I talk about that game a lot on this platform before we got to this announcement. We now got confirmation. We even got to see the game in action. We saw a side-by-side comparison between Dead Space, the original, and the remake. The remake is literally 10 times better than anything that we have seen going back here. And mind you, the original Dead Space is 13 years old. We finally got that remake, and oh my god, this shit was next level. They even went the extra mile of tinkering with the damage system that you have on the enemies. Like you can blow off pieces of their flesh, and you can see like the bones exposed as you shoot them off, and you can like shoot the faces. It's so much crazy stuff that they did to make that feel more realistic. It's insane. Also, Gunnar Wright, who was the voice of Isaac, he actually confirmed that he would be coming back for that game to voice it. Now, if you guys remember in the first one, he didn't talk at all in the first one. So the fact he's coming back and they confirmed that Isaac does talk in this one is a big deal because, again, he didn't really talk in the original, and that kind of made a lot of some scenes feel a little weird because, you know, he didn't really react. He just stood there while stuff was happening. Now it's different. So it's cool to see that type of stuff. Again, the new traversal with the hover boots, you can go through different like levels now when you're in zero gravity. I'm sold, man. This is so dope, and I'm glad they did this because this goes into the Callisto Protocol, which is the team who originally created Dead Space. If y'all remember that team, Visceral Games. Visceral Games is now working on the Callisto Protocol, and that comes out next year, or we're gonna get something on that for next year. So that's gonna be dope. Blaze, what's your thoughts on Dead Space, man? The remake. Shout out to Red Hood.
Great. Oh, Red Hood with a $20 donation. He says ... Oh,
he said, "Damn, asked me to be on today, but didn't reach out." Oh shit. My bad, bro. My bad. I forgot all about it.
Come on, Big Cloud.
I can get him in here if you want. I can get him. You want in here, Reddit? I can get you in here. It's easy.
Yeah, as long but it's not. We're not. Reddit.
You going to get on camera?
I'd rather save him for a. Oh, you getting on camera?
You going to have to get on camera though.
But yeah, what was it? Dead Space, bro. I always thought the original Dead Space on PC held up to a point. Like, let me actually correct. Dead Space 2 and 3. I feel like they hold up just fine. I swear to God. On PC, maxed out 4K. It looks great.
Especially with that new shader thing that you've been doing. That little mod thing. Yeah. That'll be crazy with that. I'm surprised you've never done that with Dead Space 2.
I never even thought about trying it with that. I should.
Yeah, do it with Dead Space 2. I'd be sick. See how that could look.
That you don't realize how, like you said, it's 13 years old. You don't realize how much like this is the thing. Like, I talk about attention to detail all the time, and when they're showing the face, like you said, being missing, like if you shoot somebody in the mouth, their fucking
like it falls off, it flops.
Bro, that's the type of shit that would, like, I appreciate that shit. And the fact that they got the original voice actor again, just that, know what that tells me, Big Cloud? That number one, they're putting 100%, and they're not gonna, because if they wanted to be lazy, they would have never even, because he didn't talk in the first one. You know what I mean? He didn't talk to the first one. They could have just been like, hey, we're keeping it true to the original, blah, blah, blah. But they went and got him. So that makes me think, they're going to remaster the second one, too. That's what that makes me think.
They said they wanted to go for like a Resident Evil 2 remake type of vibe with this. So that's why they're going even further with everything. So it really does show what just the new added mechanics, the new details, the new refinements. Did I mention how well that fucking plasma cutter looked? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Or the armor itself.
The game looks incredible, bro.
Yeah, like
the armor shining.
Yeah,
the fucking volumetric fog, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking...
All that stuff would just had me tripping. I'm like, yo, bro, especially how doesn't he like, yo, bro, the suit in the original, remember how it was like all slim and didn't really look like he could be protected? This new suit in the remake, bro, it looks chunky, like he looks like a tank. So as you go through the game and you get beefier armor and that adds on to it, like stacks up, you're gonna look even more tanky at the end of the game when you get all the suits. So it's like, bro, there's so much shit they're doing with this, and we're not even counting the added suits, right? The other stuff like the white suit that you get when you beat it on the hardest difficulty, stuff like that. It's like, bro, there's so much stuff going on here that I'm loving every second of. What's up, Primetime? What's up? Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, I'm blown away, though. That shit blew me away, man. That shit looks so... That's how you take care of a beloved franchise. That's how you do it. And EA, man. EA gets a lot of flack. What are they using? Frostbite? that the engine they're using for that? What
Yeah,
are they using?
yeah, it was Frostbite.
That engine is.
Oh no, it's a new engine actually. It's a new engine.
Is it a new engine?
Yeah, it's a new engine. Yeah.
Okay, so my thing is,
it was originally
they didn't
Frostbite.
cheap out on it.
Yeah,
they didn't cheap out on it, bro. They're going all out. It's Dead Space, bro. People think, yo, listen, who was the other team that's creating that game that you just brought up? That's
the original was Visceral Games. They're making
no. The new game, Callisto Protocol. Okay, yeah. So do you understand that guy must be like, what the fuck? He was 1 year late, like.
Yeah,
that sucks for that guy because this is, when everybody said, oh, a Dead Space game, like, bro, we've been wanting that for so long that now EA finally like, hey, we better put this shit out and capitalize before we lose it. You know what I mean? So I think it's great, bro. This shit looks incredible, bro. Like the fog, he's just holding the cutter. You can just see the laser going through the. Man,
they also fixed that. They fixed that. The laser now splits. Remember how before it was kind of just like flat? It only did that with the line gun, if I remember correctly, where it like split into two. Yeah, now they did that. They didn't show the line gun, which is like the best gun in the game, but they did show the pulse rifle. Pulse rifle looked fucking dope. The plasma cutter, which was OP as hell, if you just use only that and upgrade it, that shit looks great. It's like, dog, there's so much badass shit I've seen there.
It is Frostbite.
Oh, it's still Frostbite? Okay.
I
thought it was something. Somebody said new engine. I was like, huh, okay. Aside from that, too, can we just talk about how big the world feels now on that shit? Remember how, like, in the first one, if you go back to the first one in general, remember how, like, it's all claustrophobic? It's all small. This shit is bigger. You know what I mean? It's bigger field of views, bigger everything. So, like, there's really no limit to where a necromorph can come type of thing, and that's going to add to the tension to the game. And also, since Isaac talks, that's going to make that first opening segment in the game crazy as shit. Because you remember when the ship goes crazy, when you hit the ignition and then everybody gets attacked? That's going to be dope. So I can't wait to see
I can just picture, one of them motherfuckers crawling through the fog, like on the ground.
Yeah.
You're pointing your light at it, and you can see, like, dude, that's going to be crazy. Like, it's going to be fucking crazy, bro.
They confirmed haptics too. Hey, it's just gonna be fire. I can't wait. So there you go. Dead Space remake. Day 1, day 0. We there. I can't wait to play that.
I'd pay $100 for that game. I wouldn't even care.
Oh hell yeah. Without a doubt. Hell, if they do. I wish they do something special with that. Like give you a plasma cutter, like a replica. I'll buy that shit.
Or a mask.
Yeah, I'll buy that shit. Hell yeah, a helmet, dude, something. Like I'll personally buy that. That's one of the best horror games of all time. All right, let's get to pretty much the last little thing we're going to talk about. This is the biggest thing that's been getting a lot of. This broke the internet. So, Horizon Forbidden West. I got the quote for everybody. Don't worry. Horizon Forbidden West. You guys already know. This was a big deal for all of us. We've all been looking forward to this, the pre-orders. The pre-orders have officially gone live, and what should be considered a big day for us, right? It should be a big, like W for PlayStation, everything of that nature. Everybody is now looking at this, the pricing for this completely weird. And the reason why is because of the pricing in general. Now, obviously, Sony has... they were going to go different routes with the pre-orders. I mean, it's nothing new. Digital Deluxe Edition, Standard Edition, that's kind of been a staple with PlayStation. However, one of the things that Sony broke was their commitment to the PlayStation 4. Now, a lot of you guys in chat were going, well, how did they break their commitment? Jim Ryan stated before we even got to this point that PlayStation 4 owners who buy Horizon Forbidden West will get a free PS5 upgrade if you buy it on PS4. The reason behind this is because he didn't want those guys to feel left out, and he didn't want those gamers to feel like, they're not valued. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it was confirmed by Jim Ryan, and he actually stated this in an interview as well. I got the tweets. Don't worry. I'll show those or I'll go over them. But he stated that basically, if you guys want the PS5 upgrade and you bought it on PlayStation 4, you would have to buy the Digital Deluxe Edition. Now, the Digital Deluxe Edition is about $80. Okay, if you spend $80, you get the Digital Deluxe version. You get both versions of the game for both platforms. However, let's say if you didn't do that and you thought you were going to get the free upgrade, you were led to believe this. you would have to pay an additional 70 pretty much to re-get it. Or actually, no, yeah, you would have to get a play 70 again to get the whole thing for PS5. So that's where Sony's getting a lot of flack for right now. And personally, it's ridiculous. But probably the weirdest thing about this, aside from that, is the collector's edition. Now, I posted on Twitter that I was actually this close from pulling the trigger on that. I was like, you know what? I really want that. That mammoth thing, you know, the Aloy figure, all that. It looked dope. Until you look at the contents of what you're going to get. Now, obviously, you get the collector's item, you get the steel book, you get the case, all that stuff. But guess what, guys? You don't get the game. You get a digital code for the game. Am I the only one who's getting Nintendo vibes from this?
Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. Nintendo
Bro,
Nintendo gives you codes, not even physical.
Hold on.
Yep.
PlayStation's the only company left. Now they might start to switch now, what you're saying, but I bought all the PlayStation 4 Pros, and every single one of them has come with a physical game. If you were to buy, I bought the Gears of War Xbox, Gears of War 5 Xbox One X.
Mm-hmm.
That comes with a digital code. Okay? If you buy Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch, the Switch edition, it doesn't come with a code at all. It comes just with the console. It doesn't even come with the game. So Microsoft and Nintendo have been putting out consoles, limited edition shit without the game for years.
A long time. Yeah.
PlayStation has always given you a physical game if you were to buy a PlayStation or whatever. If it was like, see the series, the Xbox coming out, the Halo Infinite, that's coming with a digital code. It ain't coming with a physical game. So PlayStation's the last of the Mohegans. So it's kind of sad to hear this now. But it's not, at least it's not a console and it comes with a digital code.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But still, it's retarded. You're getting a steelbook. Yeah. You're getting a steelbook with no game to put inside it. Like, what?
Like, think about that for a second, because you get the... I don't understand the mindset behind it, because you're getting a steelbook. Steel cover, the steel case. So picture a mom buying that for her kid right now, thinking, just knowing her kid's a big Horizon fan, know he's a PlayStation fan, and she buys that for him, let's say for his birthday or for Christmas. That'd be like a big present for him. And this shit comes in there, and there's not even a damn disc in here. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
personally.
Look, there's these steel books. Every time I see someone set up, they got their steel books presented as artwork. That's how PlayStation's viewing it. Look, it's a piece of art. They're gonna use the code, and they're gonna keep the artwork. And listen, it is stupid. I don't agree with it. But what I'm saying is, like, 5 years down the line, you can go buy Horizon at GameStop used for $5 and put it in that steel book if you want. But at least you're getting the game. It is stupid, though.
Let me ask you this, though. Do you think this is the new trend? Do you see this happening with God of War, Ragnarok, GT7, maybe?
Look, physical games are going to be there. I don't know what...
But for collectors.
When it comes to...
Yeah,
for collectors, if they go down that route, it's a goddamn shame. The only way they won't go down this route is if people open their mouth. But people are going to just eat it, pre-order it, and not say shit about it. But when it comes to the special edition consoles, I would like to have a physical game with my console. Like, that's just me. But,
right. If I'm dropping damn near $200, $300, I mean, I would like to.
I know, but Big Butt, you say that, but you're all digital for the most part anyway.
Oh yeah,
you really are. But
yeah. But I'm saying, if I'm that guy who's putting that type of shit, you know what I mean? Let's say I want to decorate the room, I would at least like to have the game with it, like the Uncharted. Was it Uncharted 3 or Uncharted 3 Collector's Edition? Remember what the ring was in the box and everything, and it came with the disc and everything? I think it was Uncharted 3. Drake's Deception, that Collector's Edition, same concept.
Yeah, I mean, once you spend over like $150, man, you're giving them a steelbook, give them the goddamn disc. That's all. I don't know how expensive this thing is. What is it? $200 or something?
It's $250, and there's like a $300 one, I think. And here's the wild part: one sold out, and they're already selling on eBay, and that shit's like for $600.
eBay. See, I'm good with the statues and shit. That was a limited edition console. If that was like a PS5 limited edition, I would have already had it. But the thing is, PlayStation already has a digital console, BitCloud.
Yeah.
So what happens if PlayStation puts out the new God of War Ragnarok comes out and it's a digital only console. I can definitely see that happen. A digital only God of War special edition. What are you gonna do? You're forced. They can't give you a disc. That's going to happen. One of these special editions, whether it's God of War, whether it's Uncharted, one of these new games that come out will be a special edition digital PS5.
You think, honestly, you think that's it? You think that's it? I mean, we got a digital. You're onto something. You're onto something. We got 2 consoles. We have a digital edition and a physical edition. But you would think for, you know what I mean, there would be an option for the physical. Like you can have 2 variants. 2 variants of the same collector's edition? One that has this, one that doesn't?
2 different SKUs. Yeah, they're not going to do that. They're going to pick one. I'm telling you, they're not going to do that. Watch.
I know. That's the weird part. Joey Bastard the 5, he says, only reason why I bought the collector's edition was because the digital code. I don't want to fuck with disc no more. I'll keep the box art, though. Hey, okay. Some people want the digital code. I see you. Personally, though, it's ridiculous that they flat out just lied once again to the community about what you're going to get versus what you're not going to get. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and read what he said about the whole thing because he actually got interviewed for the whole 9 yards. But before I get to the interview, I'm going to go back to what he said prior. This is courtesy of Jim Ryan. Additionally, we know that the PS4 community will transition to PS5 at different times, and we're happy to announce PS4 versions of some of our exclusives. Marvel Spider-Man, Sackboy, and Horizon Forbidden West will also launch on PS4. While these 3 games were designed to take advantage of PS5 and its unique next-gen features, like the ultra-high-speed SSD and DualSense controller, PS4 owners will also be able to enjoy these experiences when they launch the PS4 digital versions on launch games, and they include a free upgrade on both PS5 consoles, while the PS4 disc versions of these games include a free upgrade on the PS5 with Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive. So that's what Jim Ryan said when we first started this gen with the whole thing. And we're here. And
Are you surprised at this point?
No.
Okay, I mean, this guy has flip-flopped on his words so many times, man.
But this is where I had to come back to that conversation. Remember that conversation that we had where I was telling dudes, change? Remember that? Remember I told dudes to look out for stuff? I told dudes, bro.
You said it.
I've been telling them. And I had dudes come at me going, oh, there's no way. Things are not going to happen. Sony's not going to go X, Y, Z. I told you guys. A lot of what Jim Ryan's doing is a lot similar to what Nintendo's doing, right? It's like Jim Ryan wants Sony to really be like Nintendo in terms of getting the most out their first party. So them going back on a basic concept as what I just read here for
he's
PS4.
Not trying to be like Nintendo.
I really think he is, bro. He wants the most out these games.
Really?
I really think he wants to be like Nintendo with these games.
Can you buy a Switch game on Steam right now?
I'm talking about in terms of getting the most out of the games, not exclusivity.
How is that getting the most out of the games if you're?
Well, he's putting them on multiple.
You're devaluing your game, bro. You're saying fuck it. You don't need to buy a PlayStation.
That's true.
You don't need to have a Sony PlayStation in your house, sir. You can go use it on your PC. Fuck Jim Ryan, bro.
Yeah, I'm talking about like in terms of just like where he's putting them and like trying to inflate numbers, try getting the numbers up there. They want.
He's just trying to look good. When it's awesome, when he retires, Jim Ryan's gonna be like, look at me. When I was in charge.
I brought
everything
these
is
figures.
In the green.
Yeah, that's what he wants. I brought these figures to everybody versus what I did here, and that's really going to be his big deal. Now, in an interview with with the Washington Post, what's up, Lady Fox? Shout out to Lady Fox. Go check her out. But in an interview with the Washington Post, Jim Ryan has said this. While it wasn't mentioned in Sony's official announcement, developers of certain games later confirmed that PS5 exclusives like Horizon Forbidden West, Spider-Man Miles Morales aren't exclusive at all. They're both releasing PS4 versions, which may irritate a few Sony fans who took to heart Sony's commitment to next-gen development. The belief is that developing games across generations stifles creativity and hampers the technological ambitions of the game, since it has to cater to an audience with less powerful machines. This is what Jim Ryan had to say. No one should be disappointed, Ryan said. The PS5 versions of those games are built from the ground up to take advantage of the PS5 feature set, and we have an upgrade path for PS4 users to get the PS5 versions for free. It's about people having choices. I'm really quite pleased about the situation. Right.
I just heard a bunch of clickers yelling. I didn't hear anything.
Right.
Dude's a fraud, man.
Jim Ryan, man. Listen. You know what? I agree. I think we need to have this little talk right there too. Can we disagree that Jim Ryan needs to stay away from interviews? Can we agree that Herman Holtz needs to be in charge of interviews? I don't even know why he's not in the public view. Herman Holtz is the perfect guy to talk to the community. The reason why Sean Layton works is because Sean Layton sees things from our perspective. He's natural, you know what I mean? He's not forced. He's a gamer at heart. We know how Sean goes about things with the way he does business. This guy makes no sense with Jim Ryan. He makes no sense. But what's your thoughts? Go ahead.
Bro. First of all, I'd rather listen. Can we bring back Jack Trenton, bro? I don't like this arrogant. You know, this guy just basically. You ever see a police car put on his lights and run a red light and then shut off his lights as soon as he gets past the lights?
Like to get through traffic, yeah.
Bro, this guy does stuff and changes the rules as he pleases, as he goes, and I guess he's in position of power to do all that. But bro, what he's sending to the audience is you're sending confusing messages to the audience. You're saying stuff and then you're changing it up. Then you're saying this. Blaze is business. Things change. I get it. But stop running your mouth until you're absolutely sure on what you want to do. It's pure, like, that's it. Stop. Listen, every other week we hear something. Oh, shit, didn't Jim Ryan just say this? But now he's saying this. Like, we keep hearing it every other week. It's like, I'm over it, bro.
So it's funny you mentioned, we were just talking about, you mentioned Jack Trenton. I said Sean Layton. Shout out to Dawn. We got a news story that just was sent our way, guys. So Sean Layton has broke his silence on why he left PlayStation. Let's read this. And I quote. Let me zoom this in, actually. It's been almost 2 years since the former Sony Worldwide Studios head, Sean Layton, suddenly left the company and announced to the world with nothing more than a tweet. Fans have speculated the reasoning since time and time again. But now the man himself has broken his silence. Speaking to Bloomberg, Layton explains he was becoming burnt out with the industry as a whole. It's a young person's activity, I felt. This is a good time to put the pin in my legacy. He goes on to explain that after helping to launch the big PS4 exclusives like Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War, he saw the opportunity as the chance to go out on top. That seemed like a good time to step off on top and allow another generation to take the PlayStation 5 to market. The conversation then moves on to rumors surrounding a power struggle between him and current Sony boss Jim Ryan, but Layton didn't get into specifics. I think I took my time at the moment and I saw best to take it, and I couldn't be happier. So there we have it. Sean Layton says he left Sony because he was burnt out with the industry and grabbed the chance to leave on a high note after leading the PS4 to such success. You know what's crazy? This isn't the first time we've heard this. Jack Trenton said this. Sean saying this. Kasserai said this. Andrew House said this. That's 4 executives that we lost last gen. And they all said the same thing. What's your thoughts?
Bro, listen. When you're in a position of power and you see and you give your opinion on how you think things should be and things should go, and they keep overlooking you or overriding you, even though you're put in this position to make the tough decisions, but yet they keep going somewhere else or saying, well, we don't know. It's just like, of course he's going to get burnt out after. Bro, this guy, these people put hours and hours. Yeah, they don't, I bet you that's all they do. They wake up, their phone's beeping, their laptop, like, so of course it's only natural that somebody gets burnt out, man. I get burnt out on fucking
basics.
On basic shit. I get burnt out on drinking water, bro. I want to drink soda, like whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then when you see, you know, maybe he's Sean Layton sitting there, like, yeah, we think, we want to bring our games to other platforms. We want to make our games accessible. We want other people to experience our games.
Yeah.
And he's probably taking a step back, like, I worked so hard to make PlayStation exclusives popular, relevant, powerful, and here you are saying, well, just throw them away now. It's like, what? Like, that's not what exclusives have been on PlayStation. So he's probably looking at everything and saying, man, I don't even want to fuck with this. I don't like where this is going. And honestly, like, I just, if you want to make your games more accessible and you want more people to play your games, they can go buy a PlayStation. Like, if they really want to play a game, go buy a PlayStation. That's how I look at it. I mean,
yeah, it's.
I know I got off a little topic, but yeah,
no, it's
I like
fine.
Sean Layton.
Yeah, Sean. Like again, Sean. What I loved about Sean was how far he came with just, you know what I mean. Especially when he was on the stage. Remember when he first got on the stage? He was just like stumbling. He was choking on his words. He was literally afraid. You can tell. And then the next show with the orchestra, this dude was in his bag. Was he not, Bliss? He was in his bag. This dude was just like feeling himself.
Of course,
this is it.
Big Cloud, because he knows in his head, haha, I'm not nervous. Like, I got God of War about the show right now.
He was ready. He
knew it was coming.
He took it all in, and he just naturally was just great on the mic. Naturally great at presenting the games. Andrew House could by himself could do a show. You know what I mean, with the way he did things. And it's like we lost all of them in one gen. So to hear that they all wanted to go out on this big triumphant note is very similar to what Jack Tritton said. And this really goes to show how bad the PS3 hurt them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't think about that, but PS3 really tested their morale in the long run. PlayStation 3 had one of the worst launches. Easily. One game that was a standout, and I had it, and it's one of my all-time favorites, Resistance, at the start. Everything else we had to wait a few years back. Multiplats did not run as advertised. Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire, good God, I don't even want to remember that shit, but it's still embedded in my brain. Lair, which they were talking about 6-axis. You remember that game, Bliss? Lair? We had to use the 6-axis.
Listen, they definitely struggled.
They struggled.
They had no Rumble because they were in the lawsuit with the Rumble. Then they brought back the Rumble. Then the PlayStation gets hacked. And then the servers are down. But guess what? They grinded it out. They knew that the PS3.
They didn't give up. Yeah.
The PS3 had features over the 360, like being a media-based hub. The amount of movies, the amount of photos, you can connect your PSP, you know what I mean? And then the exclusives started hitting. And once the exclusives started hitting, you've seen over time, listen, people say, PlayStation 3 didn't win the generation. Xbox kicked their ass their whole time. Oh, really? Listen, you can beat me. If you want to race BitCloud, you can beat me 85% of the race. But as long as I catch your ass at the end and beat you, that's all anybody's gonna remember. So I don't give a fuck that you were in first place or you were shooting 3-pointers more than I was, and then as long as I hit the buzzer beater, BitCloud, and beat you at the end, it shows everything. It shows that I persevered. Okay, it shows that the exclusives started to come and people started to say, "Wow!" When Gears of War 3 came out, that was the peak graphics of a 360.
Yeah.
Nothing got better than Gears of War 3. Developers were peaked. They were maxed out. But that stupid cell core that everybody makes in front of enabled PlayStation to dive deep and fucking get to know this process, to get to know all this shit, and they could create more crazier games. That's why when you look at Uncharted 3 to Gears of War 3, it's different. It's levels.
Definitely different.
Man.
Yeah, definitely.
There's levels because they found out how to fucking maximize the PS3. In terms of the 360, yeah, it was a raw machine. It was fucking powerful. It was awesome. Party chats. I love my 360, but I'm telling you, they maxed out at Gears of War 3. That was the limit.
Yo,
games looked as good as Gears of War 3.
you know what? It's funny you mentioned 360 because remember, okay, you know what I miss about the 360, and I kind of wish this was a staple with the consoles in general. 360, yo, shout out to Microsoft. They really brought the heat with collector's editions and like the way the consoles looked. You know what I mean? Like the limited edition versions. They brought the heat with the 360.
Right, I was just telling you this yesterday.
Yeah.
No, it's not just the 360. When it comes to when it comes to customized controllers,
yeah,
customized consoles, Xbox and Microsoft always make sure the box looks beautiful. I know people, the box look.
It all adds to the mystique. It all adds to the mystique.
Right. It all comes together. Look, Microsoft makes custom consoles better than PlayStation. Not all the time, but for the majority of the time, they do. They just do. They add unique sounds to it. You know, the controllers got etched in. You know, there's like engravings. It is what it is.
Subtle shit, yeah.
You know, it is. So you got to give them some credit. But at the end of the day, it's not about. You know, it's not about what the console looks like. It's about what are the experiences on the console.
Yeah.
So that's the problem.
You know, it's crazy because they announced the new edition, right, for the Series X, that Halo Infinite run, which looks fire, by the way. You said you wanted it so bad. You're like really looking for it. I think it's sold out, right? It's not available. You can't get it.
Game out.
Damn.
I'm gonna find it.
You'll find it. But it's just like that. Like I'm just saying because you know it's only a handful of consoles I can name for the PlayStation that really they went all out. Like the PS4 with the blue see-through one for the 100 million.
Yeah, the 500.
Yeah, 500 mil. That's that one.
That shit fire.
The God of War one I thought was pretty cool because that sleeve thing that you can buy, they go on it, make the axe kind of light up. That was pretty cool. And it's like there's a few others like Phantom Pain. The red Phantom Pain.
Yeah, but that's the.
But that's a region locked, right? Was that a region?
This is the God of War.
There you go. He got it.
This is the. Oh, look what I'm saying. Well, actually, no. I can't say the same, but. No,
not that one. That's not. But that's cool. Yeah.
No, they did a good job, but.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. The Spider-Man was fire.
The Spider-Man was fire, but it's basic compared to what we saw last year. It's pretty basic though. It's got the logo.
It is basic, but in person, it's nice. I like it.
Okay, I get that. I get that.
And then this one is nice too. I like this one, and this one in person looks better. It does. And that is the best DualShock they've ever released.
What, the yellow? The see-through?
The yellow. That is the best looking controller. Trust me, when it's in your hand, when you look at it, it's the best controller they've released.
Okay.
But the 500 million PlayStation is the best PS4 they've ever released.
I agree.
In my opinion.
I agree. That one they made that one feel like an event. You know what I mean? Like it had it even came with the camera, right? The camera was see through. Came with all everything. Yeah, everything was blue and see through. Yeah, which is fire. That's insane. Like that's the type of stuff I would like to see more from Sony. But again, they only do stuff like that for special occasions. But hey, man, that's that's the wild part about it. Shit. There you guys go. Sean Layton, we got the scoop finally. What I'm going to do for you guys, since we have a very special guest coming through on Tuesday, you guys didn't know, we have Bella Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village coming through for you guys on Tuesday. So we're going to be interviewing her, Becca Pruitt. I'm looking forward to that show. I already announced it on the channel. I already announced it on the community tab. So if you haven't seen it on the community tab, go ahead and go over there, shoot me a question you wanted me to ask her. I'll definitely check them out, and I'll be tallying those into the show. But I already have our questions. I know Blaze got his ready, so we're going to have fun with her, talk about the whole thing. But I just want to throw that out there. But since Sean broke his silence, I'm going to definitely make an effort to ask Sean Layton to come through now, since I'm pretty sure he's under embargo at this point. So we're going to see if we can get Sean Layton on the show, and that way we can get even more details out of Sony itself. All right? Let's move on to I guess the next. What's up?
Are we going to talk about the PlayStation event?
Yeah, let's move to that.
Oh, but real quick about Horizon and about all the complaining people are doing about Horizon. Listen, first of all, if you can't buy a PS5 because you can't find one, I feel for you, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't buy one because you don't think it's worth it, then then you can suffer on that hill. But what I will say is all this complaining about Horizon, all this shit, all that shit ends when that PlayStation event. Once that PlayStation event happens, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? So
it's going to get swept on the rug as soon
me.
as we see like God of War.
Trust
And that's the wild part about this.
It's
Sony
over.
saved this until this announcement. You notice that? Because this event was supposed to happen last month or the month before as well. And they saved it for just this particular occasion that we saw the pricing for Horizon. So it's like they knew what they were doing from the beginning. And they know how people react to it. So they were already set for it. And on that note, let's go ahead and get into that. So this Thursday, they announced that we're going to have a state of play, or not really state of play. It's going to be a PlayStation Showcase 2021. They promised that it was going to be some reveals here, updates on games that we know about for one. So more than likely, you're going to see Horizon here again. They did say at the end that there's going to be a big surprise. So stay tuned for the end for surprise. And they confirmed, for those of you guys that were expecting VR2, unfortunately, it's not going to be here. They confirmed there was no VR is going to be at this show. So let me go ahead and go to Blaze real quick. Blaze, what do you expect at this show? Do you just expect Horizon? Do you expect God of War?
Look, I expect God of War Ragnarok.
Okay.
I expect The Last of Us 2 director's cut. With a little sprinkle of factions if they throw it in there. I expect I expect Bloodborne remastered. These are my wishes.
Okay. This is going
not
off
my
your,
expectations.
Yeah, this is going off your heart. Going
These
with
are
the
not
heart
my
type thing.
expectations.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope to see Gran Turismo. Okay, I hope to see I'm sure they'll throw in some indies. Yeah. I don't want to get too crazy. I got shit in my head. Maybe the new Final Fantasy game, we see something about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to get too crazy in my head.
You don't want to get too hyped.
But yeah, those are my wishes. Put some respect on Bloodborne. Show get some remaster. Maybe they talk about Uncharted going to PC. There's a lot of talks about that. Maybe they finally show respect for Bloodborne and remaster it or whatever. Yeah. We'll see.
You know me, like us in Souls games, if I see Bloodborne anything, I'm quiet. I'm all in that, like I'm disappearing. So if we get that, I would love to see Bloodborne. What I expect at this show, obviously they're going to save God of War for the end. More likely they'll probably give you a shot of the Leviathan axe, and they'll probably show Atreus holding it or something, him older. Unless Atreus doesn't age, but I'm pretty sure he ages. So they're going to show Atreus older, more wiser, obviously, and more likely coming in terms with his abilities. As you guys know, Atreus is Loki in this particular world, so he's the god of mischief. And he said multiple times at the end of God of War for the PlayStation 4 or 2018, he stated that he stated he was interested in shapeshifting. Could he shapeshift? So more likely that'll be a power that we'll see in some capacity in the game down the road, and we'll see what's up. I do want to know though, is Kratos or Atreus worthy to wield Mjolnir? That's gonna be interesting to see. Mjolnir versus the Blades of Chaos. That's gonna be dope.
Kratos has killed gods, bro.
I know, but is he worthy to lift Mjolnir?
Bro, Kratos can fucking. I remember somebody said, "Hey, who'd win in a fight, Master Chief or Kratos?" Bro, are you fucking?
I don't know what they were thinking with that comparison. I don't get that. Master Chief can't even beat Kronos.
God,
remember
bro.
Kronos? Master Chief can't kill Kronos. You're about yay big when you go against Kronos.
We're talking about a human being with advanced fucking armor,
cybernetics armor versus a god who can't die for one, and just has slayed the biggest legends we've ever seen. Do we need to forget are we going to forget what he did to Hercules? Fucking pummeled this dude's face in. Like, come on, man. This is Kratos here. Aside from that, what I would like to see, if I was to throw a wishful thinking type of announcement in here, I would like to see Insomniac come out and just announce Resistance. That's finally something I want. But aside from That being here, Horizon is more likely going to be here since that game is delayed. They'll probably show you some more gameplay just to tie you guys over, keep you guys more interested in the game since it's the pre-orders went live. After that, they'll probably show Final Fantasy if we're lucky at this point, because a lot of people keep asking about Final Fantasy, so you might get it here unless they're pushing that out further. Mind you, the show is 40 minutes, so it could very well be filled with a lot of indie stuff as well as third-party games as well too.
Or they show off a couple games and they give those games attention, like 5-10 minutes a piece. And
yeah, that's a good point. So hard to say at this point. I'm not really expecting. Yeah, it's gonna be fun for sure, but I'm not really getting my hopes up super high. I know that might be weird coming from me, but personally, I don't know. I've been feeling weird on a lot of stuff that I've been seeing lately. I'd rather just see it. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. That's where my heart's at. I'd rather just see it, because seeing is believing at this point for me going forward. And you know, who knows? Somebody said Kenna in the chat. Yeah, that could definitely possibly be there. There's possibilities for Dying Light to be there. You never really know what else is going to be at these type of shows. It's really we'll see. I don't expect a lot of talking fun speculation, because I'm pretty sure they're going to do what they've done in the same format, which was the whole state of play type of format. So it kind of makes sense for them just to go game here, boom, game there, boom. The announcer says, hey, let's take a look at some indies, boom. You know what I mean? They'll do something like that. So that's about it for me. I don't really expect nothing else. I don't expect GTA. Some people say GTA. GTA is not happening this year. That's 2023. If you're lucky, that's 2023. Would you agree with that, boys? GTA 2023. Yeah. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
I mean, maybe they show off GTA 5 for the PS5. Maybe they show that off.
That would be a buzzkill.
Hey,
we've already seen it. That's the weird part. We played on PC, so it's like, what can you possibly do to GTA 5?
Yeah, but maybe they added
artistic.
Yeah, maybe they added some shit. We don't know. We don't.
GTA 5 remastered. Oh God. What can you do? Well, there's that. Not much happened.
We got the show.
We got the show
Tuesday.
Yeah, we got a lot for you guys on Tuesday. Not much going on.
Then we got PlayStation event.
Yeah,
we got plenty.
We could talk about Austin Evans, but I already talked about that in videos. He got him and everything. So we'll see what's up in those results on when Gamer Nexus gets the console in his hand and fully dissects it and tests everything like the heating. We'll get all that details later, but nobody has really tested that yet, not even Digital Foundry. So we'll see what's up on that updated story when we get there. But as far as everything else, that's about it. I think this pretty much wraps it up. Quick little show for you guys. We managed to get this to about 50 minutes, 54 minutes. So yeah, that's pretty good for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You might as well call this a light version, RGT light, RGT extra, whatever you want to call it at this point, because not much out there. But hey, we still made the moment happen. We'll be back Tuesday for you guys, and then obviously we'll be back that Friday as well. If anything else happens throughout that particular week, we'll cover it for you guys. All right, but I appreciate everybody who came through. I see a lot of I see a lot of my normal guys in here, a lot of new faces as well. Appreciate y'all for always rocking with us, especially on these slow news weeks. I appreciate y'all. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And let's go ahead and get into these outros. Blaze 4K, my brother, where can they find you?
Yeah, good show, man. Good show, bro. As always, and you know what else, man? You always gotta. I like your chat because your chat. I like chats, like even my chat too. Like I like chats that get involved and they're always like, they're not just spamming bullshit. They're always kind of involved with the questions at hand, or they're, yo, chat, I forgot what was that game, and then they'll come and save the day. So shout out to the chat. Hit that like button, share it out. We'll be here Tuesday, and then that PlayStation event. But other than that, I appreciate you for having me, Big Clyde. You already know.
Yeah. Tell them about solid guests, my brother.
Yeah, solid cast for sure. It just I want to say something, but I can't announce it yet. But yeah, Solid Cast are usually Wednesdays, every other Wednesdays on my channel at 9 p.m. Me, Solid Rev, Big Cloud. But yeah, other than that, we'll holler at you.
All right. Tuesday, 5 p.m. See you guys here. Becca Pruitt, a.k.a. Bella Dimitrescu. Resident Evil Village. This man Blaze loved the game. I fucking absolutely loved the game. It was great. It's going to be fun to talk to her and get more insight on what's going on over there at Capcom, how they work, how mocap, all that stuff goes. I got it all. Trust me. You don't want to miss this. Shout out to Fun Speculation. It's another cool channel there. Go check him out. He does good things on his show. Great podcast. He said, keep up the great work. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5, my guy. Thank you. And to everybody else, hope you enjoyed your weekend. And I will see you guys back here. But until then, until next time, y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. And shout out to everybody again. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Your boy turned 29 this week, so it was pretty okay, so to speak. Despite me getting older, I'm getting wiser as it is. So what can I expect? Y'all be good though, man. I will see you guys on Tuesday. All right, I'll see y'all later. Oh, and by the way, platform. I forgot to mention this. I almost ended this like a dumbass. Platform Live tomorrow as well. I'm part of the Platform Live, so you see me there every Saturday at 2 p.m. There you go. Now I'm out of here.
You get around, boy.
I know, I'm a virus.